Hello there. Right. No, you're going to have to bear with me. Yeah. You might see things flapping about a little bit. Because I've had to put the fan on because I've had to close my window because of the neighbours. So, I'm just going to wait for my feed to come up on my phone as usual and see who's joining me. But yeah, tonight we're using this. Oh, we've got a feed straight away, lovely. Hello, whoever's there. Oh, I haven't turned the phone down. Right, yeah, so tonight we're using a stamp set called Love What You Do, which is on the retirement list sadly. It's been around for a couple of years and it's a lovely set. There used to be some gorgeous designer series papers with it as well, but they've retired as well. But so that's that. But there's also a few things that match it and coordinate with it, like there's the cards they're making. So there was this Love What You Do special. This was for the 30th anniversary, but they bought this out. It was a special embellishment kit box. I think it was called Share What You Love embellishment kit. But anyway, it was £10, or sorry, £10.25, and it's now £4.10 on the retiring list, or on my website, on my shop. You don't get an awful lot in it, I have to be honest, but it's well worth £4.10. You get 4 of these big labels. Hey Wanda, how are you? So yeah, you get 4 of these big labels I've had to use, and then 8 of these little ones, and some very thin white twine, some baker's twine, and all these gorgeous little roses, which you can't see very well in there. So silver roses, and some little paper clips. Forgot what the word was then. So they are good. So we're using one of them on the cards tonight. But yeah, it's well worth £4.10. And plus we're using a lot of other little embellishments that are all on the retirement list. I'm going to show you all of them before I start, and then it'll be easier. Oh god, we're using quite a few of the stamps tonight as well, so that's good. Put that down there. But yeah, you might see me getting blown away a little bit tonight. I've got my fan on because I've had to shut the window because of the neighbours being a bit noisy. So these are all on the retiring list, and I tried to find these earlier to do the cards with, and I couldn't find them. Then they turned up. But pearlised doilies are on there, and they were £4.25, and they were now reduced to £2.55, and you get 24 in a pack. There's these lovely hearts in real red or flirty flamingo, and I believe you get a lot more in there. I think you get 40 in there. Yeah, you get 40 of those. Yeah, exactly. They get left in a basket, so yeah, try and use them up. So hopefully I'll give you some ideas tonight, Wanda. So the heart doilies were £5, and they're now down to £2 for 40 of those. So fabulous offer. And then there's these lovely coloured doilies, and they were £4.25, and they're down to £1.70 for 24. And the good thing about all of them, which I could show you, yes, they're coloured. There were some lovely blue ones in here, but I've used all the blue. I think it was Coastal Cabana. But on the back they're white, so you can colour them. You can leave them white, or you can colour them whatever colour you like. So it gives you lots of versatility to do what you like with them. But yeah, I love doilies. So yeah, these are pearlised, but the backs, these are white as well on the back. I'm sure they are. But yeah, desperate to use these today, but could I find? No, yeah, they're matte white, so they'll colour okay as well. Right, so that's the embellishment kit. I'll move that, so I'll put them down there, and I'll show you that afterwards. Right, so yeah, we're going to do these 2 cards tonight. Basically, we'll different colours. I want to show you that you can use different colours for both each. So we'll do this one first. As you can see, what I've used the label out of the embellishment kit, then one of the heart doilies, then I've just punched a bit of cardstock out of our 1.5 inch punch, which is still available. Is not retiring, thankfully. They have retired a few of them, but that one's staying. And yeah, that's it. And then some just paper, and on this one I've just used the little tag and the embellishment kit and the lovely silver rose. Oh, and the doily, look there. So yeah, just wanted to show you how you can use bits and bobs up, really. So we'll crack on. Hello Julie, how are you? Bet you've both been out. I know Wanda's been out biking today. I haven't. I've been out for a while actually. Don't think I've been out since last Thursday, but hopefully I might get a chance tomorrow. I have been a bit busy. So I do that, And I don't know if anybody's aware, the pricking mat or the stamp and pierce mat was, excuse the state of it, that is a really disgusting one, this is, that's well used. This was on the retiring list, and I don't know whether somebody's made a mistake or whether they've just had a call of judgment and they've put it back on in the catalogue, so they're going to add it as an extra. I think they've realised, or whether they've had a lot of complaints, that we need it still for the photopolymer stamps. We couldn't all quite understand why they had retired it, but thankfully it's back on. It's going to be available, so really, really pleased about that. So I was wondering how we're going to get around that issue. But yeah, I haven't bought the best one up, unfortunately. You can see I've used that for actually pricking the task it's meant for, or one of the tasks it's meant for. Right, so we're going to use, in this stamp set, you can see there's a lovely big blotchy one here. I love this because you can do all sorts with this. So that's what we're going to use tonight with Petal Pink, I think it is. Yeah. Oh, I went yesterday. Yeah, got to have a day off. I think you have to have a day off sometimes, or I do. I don't know how Wanda does it. She's just Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's got to go. And I've glued my paper down, which is clever. So we're stamping straight onto the cards, the main base cardstock tonight, which I don't often do, but sometimes you have to if you don't want layers, that type of layer. So just going to go in with the big stamp. It's like a colour wash, so you can do it. So it may look patchy, but that's good. That's the effect we want. And then we're just going to put that one down there, so you get a double one, and hopefully I'll be covering it anyway there. Give that a quick wash. So yeah, I'm going to miss that because that is very handy for doing colour washes and stuff. Cabin fever, yeah, I know, Wanda. I don't get that too much, I must admit. I know my mum does. Don't get me wrong, I do like to get out, and I will be getting out tomorrow because I've got to go. I've been doing all my card kits today from a Zoom class. It was meant to be Thursday, but I've moved it to Friday. My ladies have generously managed to swap it for me. Oh, swapped it for me when I asked them, because I'm doing something Thursday now. So yeah, got all my card kits prepped today. Finished prep. Well, I haven't finished prepping the catalogues, but I've done the ones that I need to get out. And I did need to bring you up and show you the sunflower, but I've done with it. So, oh yeah, and all these papers. These are all the designer series papers will go. Nothing ever, well, very rarely stays. And these are sold in their family packs. So like you've got Regals, Subtles, Brights, your in colours. This is Real Red, which I believe is a Regal. I think it used to be a Bright, and then it got moved to the Regals. And let me just quickly show you. They come in a pack like this, basically. You get 6 by 6, 6 inches by 6 inches. These are the Subtles, all the subtle light colours. And there's quite a few designs actually. There's that design, and they're double-sided, obviously. I don't know if you can see it on the light. I'll show you on that's like calligraphy writing, and then wavy lines. And you've got some diamond stitched gingham, which I love, and that's probably it. But yeah, you get a few designs, and they say they're double-sided. They're very handy to have, but as you can see, I've got quite a few left over, so I need to start using them. But that's where the scrappy strip technique will come in, or something else. We'll use them somehow. So that's all my rubbish. So I just thought I'd show you those, and then we can crack on. Right, so as that. And I didn't measure it. I just cut it off at the end. So that's on there. And then we're just going to, these will be quite quick cards tonight actually. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Silly me, I didn't do the stamping. Look. Right, rewind. Don't know if I can get it off now. If not, no. Right, what I'm going to do is I'll just have to put a, I've got no post-it notes, so here we go. We're going to improvise. The stamping should be underneath there, but because I've forgotten because I'm talking. Right, so Real Red, and I love this little stamp because I think it's called Heartsease, is it? It's It's got a name, but it's got like tiny little love hearts. If you can, probably can't see it. It's probably worse with. Yeah, it's got. You'll see it when I ink it out. But it goes with this thing, the theme of the love heart, I think. Hello, Trevor. How are you? So yeah, it should have been under the paper. I'm just gonna. I would put a post-it note normally. I'm just gonna butt it up there to make it look like. And we're gonna do some. Yeah, you get the idea. Well, it is blowing a gale here with this fan, but it's lovely. Oh, it's so hot in this room. I can't sit here with the windows shut, really, but then the neighbours are in the garden and they're getting a bit loud. It's not very good sometimes when I'm trying to film, so it's that. Just going to glue that on. Yeah, I've got rather a lot of these. I didn't use many of them, I have to say. But they are very pretty. And if you haven't got a die cutting machine, they're absolutely ideal. So there's that. I'm going to stick that on. Enjoy your dinner, Julie. Bye. He's gone already. Yeah, I thought he might wander. We scare him off as women. Right. So it's just that. And then we're going to put it on some dimensionals. I'm going to start using my picker tool. I keep forgetting about this. So this is very. I should have found out the price of this, but it's got a very sharp tool. It's double-ended and a spatula, which is very good. I could have used that to get that off actually if I'd have thought about it. It's good at lifting corners and when you make a mistake, so I use that quite a bit. And this has got a sticky end, it's a bit like blue tack, and it's very good for picking up sequins and rhinestones. It's just, yeah, sticky enough. I don't know what's on the other side. Oh no, I think it's that side that's double-ended, and that one just screws in. But yeah, there's another tool that goes in there, and I can't think what it is, because I always basically just use it for this, but there you go. So, gonna have warm weather this week, so no doubt you will be enjoying it out in the garden or on your bike rides. I must admit, I'm actually getting very excited, and I didn't tell anybody why I wanted Thursday off, but it's Molly's birthday on Thursday, and I haven't seen her for probably like 3 months. And so we're going to surprise her by going over to Cambridge. We're going to take a picnic and the dogs, and obviously socially distance away from Molly. But we're going to pick her up and go for a picnic somewhere, we hope, if she'll come. Because she hasn't been out, I think she's been out once since the lockdown, so I'm a little bit worried, but I just want to get her outside, especially in the sunshine. And I've just peeled and broke a nail off tonight, so I've got nothing. So yeah, that's the plan as a complete surprise. I wanted to tell her, but Simon said, no, keep it as a surprise. So let's hope she don't go and plan anything. I don't think she has, but yeah, she's just finished all her uni work, so she's having a bit of a break this week. So fingers crossed we'll all go out for a lovely picnic if the weather stays nice. Yes, thank you, Wanda. I'm really looking forward to it, and I was begging. You know, I didn't say ask my ladies why or tell them the reason why. I just asked if they wouldn't mind changing the Zoom class, and they obliged. Thankfully, which was very good of them. So we're putting that on dimensionals there, and then we've just got the sentiment, and I'm going to do that in copper embossing because yet again that is retiring as well, and I will be really sad for that to go, but it is. Did I bring the embossing buddy? Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, and this is retiring. Everything's, yeah, pretty much everything I'm using tonight is retiring actually. Most of the main things anyway. So, got to use them while I can. Hi Sarah, Sandra. I'm going to call you Sarah then. That's me. Right, copper embossing. Aha. I think we might have to turn the fan off at this stage. Been there, done that. Right. I think that might go everywhere. To be honest. Right. What I'm doing. Could you actually hear that fan, ladies? Was it really loud? Because I can probably cope without it on, actually. Oh, what's that? Oh. So, on petal pink cardstock. Oh, there's a hair. This looks like a daisy hair. It says it matters too much for embossing, but I'm going to get it off there. No. Oh, somebody's messaging me. Oh, I know where it is. Sorry. It's underneath the block. That's it. So, ladies, can you tell me, is that fan too noisy? I suppose you can probably tell the difference now I've turned it off. It's certainly getting hot already. Right. Using Versamark, obviously, what we usually use for embossing. Copper embossing powder. Or stamping embossing, I think it's called. Hi Lane, how are you? Oh, not too much, but you could hear it whirring. Okay, thanks, Wanda. I might try and keep it off then until the end if I can, as long as I don't melt with the heat. I'm sure I can survive without it. Not going to be awfully long tonight. I need to water my garden as well because obviously we've had the heat, so I can't imagine anybody else is going to do it for me. Right, here we go, a little bit of noise. Ow. There we go. I'm just going to, do I need that? Yeah, I probably will need that again actually, I've got to leave it there. Right, and now we're just going to fussy cut round it. So, I start. And as I always say, when I'm fussy cutting, try and move your cardstock, not your scissors too much, and then you get nicer curves. Sorry. I always do it close to my body because it's easier, but then I forget that I'm on camera. So just follow your lines round the curves. It's funny how this technique's really popular now. Instead of always putting it on with dyes. Right, just going to get rid of that excess to make it easier. So, nice curvy lines. Oh, a bit close there. Oh, very close there. Oh, I'll just blame it on my eyesight. It's because I'm trying to hurry, because I'm on a live. Because you don't really all want to sit watching me cut out. Well, I don't want to watch people cutting out. But you get the idea. Nearly there. Oh, right, there we go. That's your writing. Go in the bin. And I put them up on dimensionals. Obviously you could just glue it. I'm just wondering whether I should have put some pearls or dimensionals on it. That would have looked quite nice to finish it off, but I haven't got anything like that up here, so they're all in my craft room downstairs. That's tight. I think I will have a little cut one here. Whew, I melted. Not really. I'm a bit hot. I'm going to drink. Hold on. Without trying to gulp too loudly. Right, here we go. I did try it without the white disc on and it just didn't pop enough, so that's why I put the white disc behind. So I did try it. I should have showed you actually, shouldn't I, before putting it on, and you'd see what I mean. But yeah, the white disc behind just makes it pop a little bit more. So that's that one done. Should have. Oh, my new mission is to try and complete the cards as I go, but I didn't cut the insert to do it, so I can't. But that is my new mission, to try and complete cards, because I've got hundreds to sit and do because I haven't done the inserts for them. But hey ho. So that's number one done anyway. So yeah, already fallen down on my mission, but never mind. So next one, using the same stamp set as I said. Don't know where to. I'll just put that down there. Excuse me. Slightly different one, slightly more vivid colours, I guess. Well, real red is quite vivid. Excuse me, hiccuping. And soft sea foam is this one in the gingham. I was showing you all the different types of paper they've got. Old olive, gorgeous grape, and I believe these are old olive as well. And that's the soft sea foam. And we've just brought in a little bit of Highland heather. So yeah, all fairly simple cards to do. Hey Catherine, how are you? So I'm conscious not to go right down the bottom because I haven't cut them to size. I'm leaving just a little bit of a gap. I know what I've got to do before I stick all my papers on. I've got to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm stamping this flower here. I don't know, you probably can't see it too much actually, it's quite subtle. But in the soft sea foam, it just adds something to it. So we'll do that next. That's what I love about this set. There's lots of little things in it that you can just use to... Oh, here comes Daisy. So, yeah, make sure I'm in camera. And I should have my foam mat underneath, but it'll be okay because it's double layered. Just going completely round. I'm going to be covering a lot of it, so... Hello, Daisy. Daisy's my big dog. I've got two of them. She's more my baby, actually, so... But she loves food. Anywhere where there's food, and there isn't any food up here, so I don't know why she's come up. I think that'll be enough. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you should be able to see that, but it's quite subtle. It's a very lovely, well, like it says, soft sea foam. I absolutely love it. And I must admit, Michaela Tidridge, our upline, she used it the other day and reminded me what a lovely colour it was. I thought, right, I need to use it. So there's that. I'm going to go in with the old olive with the scripty font. It's going to be a quick live tonight. Doesn't harm to do some quick ones occasionally. So a little bit of a gap. sure it's as lined up and straight as possible. And the thing I love about the gingham, you can use your squares to line it up. It helps no end. Yep. I'll just cut them off. There we go. Right, and then for the gorgeous grape one, I'll flip it over to the other side. We're going to just make that into a banner. And because it's 60mm across, I found the halfway mark 30mm earlier. I don't know if you can see that. I put a pencil mark. And basically what I do to do a banner, you just go straight up to where you want to go, and yet again you can use your lines, your words as your lines to line it up with, and just go from corner to the middle. Corner. And you get a pretty good banner, just like that. Glue. Oh, I know what I've right. Before I forget, I've got to just pop the doily underneath, so that's going to be on that side, isn't it? So I put a bit of extra glue. And I'm using the other half that I used. So that's the fabulous thing about this. If you put them underneath your layers, you can make them go even further. So just cut it in half. Going to have to make sure it's well on. You don't want it laying over you, so just, yeah. And then you can just go down on your card. Top. Sticky fingers now, right. So that's that. Then we're just going to do on the soft sea foam the lovely flower. Do that in gorgeous grape. I will use my foam mat for this. Being as well, they say they're not retiring now, which is fabulous news. Sorry, I'm a little bit off camera, a little bit up there. There we go. Then we're going to fill with the Highland header. And there's in the stamp set, there's a little. It just looks like the one of the watercolor mark again. So use a shoe on the stamp. It's this little one here. You've got two. This one you can just use it to fill it in, fill the flowers with an ink rather than having to sit there and colour it all in. You can colour it in, obviously, but this is just a quick way of doing it, and it doesn't really matter which way around you do it. So just ink it over the three. And I like it if it doesn't matter if it goes off at the edge, and I like it like that. I can't quite line it up because I don't want to move my head over, but that went well off. But you can see, actually I want to show you where, because it looks really nice when it goes off. I love it. You can be a little bit more random, and it really doesn't matter. I have damaged my ink padlet. I don't know how I've done it. I've scratched it, but it still works though, so no big problem. Right. Oh, while we're at it, we'll do in the old olive, which I haven't bought up. Ha ha ha. Right, I'll have to do it in gorgeous grape then, because I haven't bought old olive up. So just doing it, and it just about fits in here, one of these tags from the embellishment kit. So this sentiment. I have to rub. I can't put my head right over, so it may be slightly off. Just about. There we go. Just about fits. Right, nearly there. Don't need that any longer. So just going to get my bits from the embellishment kit now. I just want a little bit of the white twine. And a clip and a bit and a flower. I don't know what that cut. I think that's, I don't know if it's Coastal Cabana. Don't know what the peachy one is, but say the other ones are like silver, so they're nice. And this box is really sturdy. It's lovely. You can use it afterwards. It's a reinforced, lovely thick box, and it's got our statement at the heart on the front, which is lovely. So just gonna clip that on, tie this on. Oh, my hands are sweaty, sorry. You want to know that really, don't you? So I'm looping it through because that's the easiest way to catch it. Doesn't help that I'm got sweaty hands, right? Oh, I've just pulled it off. Right. Oh, back on. Right, and then just tie a bow. I don't know if I've done it long enough. It's going to be tricky. It's very, very fine, as you can see. But just about got there. So yep, everything, all the doilies, embellishment kit. Can't recommend them enough really, so especially when they're on really at a bargain price. So we'll put that, I'll pop that on some dimensionals. So do you have any dimensionals you put on? All right. Oh, sticky hands. They won't get off me. Right, so I'm putting that a little bit over, back there, and then I'm going to attach that with glue and just some dimensionals underneath. And we've got some really quick, simple cards. I'm not using an awful lot of materials. And as I always say, make sure you use all the parts of your dimensionals, the corners and edges as well. It's all usable. A little bit of glue. Ah, gosh, I nearly dropped it. Yeah, it's slightly different because I've changed the colour. And that can go flat on there. Yeah, it's nice actually just to have the two different colourways. You can see the difference. And then not forgetting the little rose or flower, whatever it is, with the silver. I love these. These are so lovely. Little button. There you go. Done. So it's that. And that one. Very quick. All in half an hour. Apart from obviously I had the kits prepared, but yeah. Very quick and easy cards. So, if anybody's interested, although... Oh, hello, Laura. Yeah, don't burn your teeth, no, will you? Please, I don't want to be played for that again. Oh dear, that was so funny. Yeah, mine's actually in the oven downstairs. Hopefully it's not getting too burnt. So yeah, I believe most of you are demos who are watching, but I will just mention it. So if you need to buy anything, I want to buy anything from my store, I'll put all the links afterwards and the descriptions of things. But say lots of bargains to be had. And I don't know if you all know as demos actually, but yeah, most of these are all on the retirement list and all reduced. The doilies are reduced, the love hearts are reduced, the embellishment kit's reduced. Stamp set isn't, unfortunately. That's £20, but that might be reduced, but I'm not sure. They don't generally reduce stamp sets, or some of them they have, but not all of them. So anyway, let me just flip to. So see, a bit hot. Oh, I'm going to put it back on actually now I've finished talking. There we go. You can just see it there. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. I know it's very quick cards tonight, but yeah, I've been a bit busy today because I'm prepping all my catalogues to send out, so I wanted to keep it a bit short. But yes, thank you all for joining me, and I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a lovely evening. I'm now off to have my tea and to water my garden because I think it's probably a little bit dry out there. So yep, I'll see you all next week. Take care. Thank you. Bye.